You're watching BSB TV, your new home for rock and metal television.
Danny Marty Ray, we are
Live!
Chris, Jeff, between you. Does that deserve an air horn or a wah wah?
I'd say give him the air horn.
Yeah,
Hey, thank you.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Appreciate it. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
We're all in costumes. I'm actually Chris. In Danny's camera, you'll see Jeff. Jeff's camera has Danny. I'm trying to make sure. Chris is me. There we go. We just switched.
Perfect.
We switched.
Yeah.
So this is a really cool episode for us because we're joined by not one, but as you can see, two guests. So we have Chris from Attack, which is crazy. I think everyone grew up listening to Attack. I think it's just one of those bands that everyone in the scene
A
just
rite
has.
of passage. Yeah.
It is you're in a band now that's like a rite of passage band. That's crazy. I say the same thing when we have the guys from Scary Kids Scaring Kids on. It's like some of my favorite stories growing up was from like your bands, like, you know. And I asked you, didn't I, before? I was like, what's it like playing Stick Stickly? And you were like, oh, it goes off. It
Just
goes off.
pops off, man. Like the crowd goes nuts over it, and we all have a fun time playing it too. So.
But you know what's crazy as well is the fact that you have released an album recently that is just as good, if not better, than the early stuff, which is
you.
no mean feat. It's difficult to do, and I've got my one question on that is Will Ramos, like, that's fucking insane. Like,
Yeah,
how did that come about?
So we wrote Dance, and most of the songs we did on the record were we wanted to write and record in one day or like really quickly. And we got to the point in Dance where, you know, we wrote this breakdown and it was just so heavy. And I'm like, you know, me and Wetzel look at each other and we're like, we need to make this as heavy as possible. How do we elevate that?
Yeah.
And both of us, we just kind of look at each other and we're like, Will Ramos, you know, he's as heavy as it gets. Let's hit him up and see if he wants to do a spot on it. And he did immediately. He was super down. So
He's like,
it was awesome.
Amazing.
the heaviest vocalist I've ever listened to that's made me close to tears. And
So
but
if
he
you were
did
in the room
so
with
much,
us writing it,
God,
you would have said the same thing.
Yeah. But he just, the amount of emotion that man can put in like vocals is just insane for hard
It's
vocals,
pretty
isn't it?
incredible.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a hell of a talent.
Really, yeah. We saw him at Download a couple of years ago, and it was just like highlight of my weekend. So, I was
And
like,
speaking of incredible, we also have the incredible Jeff from the Vixen Theatre with us.
and Jeff, you're a talent buyer, and you do so much in the industry. And I also just want to point out how fucking handsome you are. Look at Jeff. Like, you know, if any of us age as good as you have, Jeff, I think we'll be very happy people.
Yeah, good healthy living, right? That's why I got this point. I'm well preserved. I'm pickled at this point.
But you know, both two amazing guests from two completely different walks of life. Have you two ever crossed paths before?
Have not.
I don't think we have. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna get Chris out to the venue here. I mean, you're not too far away from us, and even
You're
that's
Chicago, right?
Yeah, we're 50 miles north of Chicago and 60 miles south of Milwaukee. We're right on the Illinois-Wisconsin line.
Nice.
And it's a great little 800 cap room, and it's amazing. It's an amazing room. I'm very proud of what we built.
It's a good size room as well. 800 caps always like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's decent.
Had Mushroom Head there last night. Have Black Flag tonight, and tomorrow we have Everclear and Local H and Sponge. So it's been a busy couple of
Oh
days.
yeah, that's
So
awesome, man.
you're basically today you're doing this, and then you're fucking off down the Vixen to go watch Black Flag.
Right over to the Black Flag shop. Yes.
Love it, love it. And we are like, so we're all closer together on time zone at the moment. So thanks guys as well, because I know there was a little bit of confusion with, like, for some reason, because Chris, our special guest coordinator, is based over in the States. He sends it, and then Zoom goes, "Oh, that's wrong." And we're like, "No, it's not fucking wrong. It's like it's the time's right. Just fucking do as you're told." And then it changes the time on Zoom.
Yeah.
Infuriating. But yeah, so we have got a really strong playlist today. We've got an exclusive premiere from our friends in Haunter as well, which is really fitting considering Halloween's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Haunter will
I think perfect timing.
bring the horrorcore, as we like to say. A fucking awesome band as well. And also one of the great stories from BSB, because they went out and supported Creeper, who we had on the show.
Yep.
And I know a really interesting fact for you all, that from that show they made a fan who designed their logo that they now use, and I just think that's really fucking cool. and that
That
just
is
shows
very
you know
cool.
how amazing people can be. You know, you can just meet people that
It
have got some
shows
skills.
how far the roots go, which I
Yeah.
think is pretty fucking awesome.
And I guess Danny, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
I
It's-
guess.
it's a busy day. You?
Mate, I ain't fucking stopped. I literally dropped the kid off at school today, and I've been out all day. I got back about 45 minutes ago. So I'm like, yeah, I shoveled some pizza down my throat.
You've had a long one.
And yeah, and then ended up, on stream. I was sitting there
Yeah.
when you guys were joining. I was like, just finishing the last mouthful of pizza and going, oh my god, that was
What kind of pizza?
today. I'm weird. All right, I am the most blandest pizza guy. Right, always a cheese and tomato, but I I do this thing called my dipping station, and I have loads of different dips. So
You line up sauces and just kind
100% take it
All
turns.
right, I respect that.
Yeah,
No, I
so like
respect it.
you got like garlic mayo, you got your hot sauces, you got like I've got this one called saucy sauce, which is just a mayo and ketchup mix that's fucking amazing. It's not helping me keep the pounds off, of course.
Isn't
but
that isn't that burger sauce you mix?
it
ketchup
kind of,
and-
but it's a better mix. Like trust me,
Fair.
like Danny, get some. Like even you'll like
Okay.
it. Ketchup,
Alright.
obviously, barbecue sauce. Oh, you name it. Like I go
You
to
can't
town.
put ketchup on pizza. That's
Oh.
crazy. That's like a sin.
Yeah, but it's better than pineapple.
Do you put ketchup on your steak too, Ben?
No, I have A1 steak sauce. So I do A1. I spend a lot of time in America. My partner's American, so half of my family are American, and when I'm with them, I would literally get murdered if I did that. I have put ketchup on steak once, and
Dude, no.
I
would.
No
I'd love.
way.
spent a
tell you
night
what.
in an Oklahoma prison for
Yeah,
crimes against
yeah.
steak, basically. So I just don't anymore. It's just not worth.
Yeah,
the
they'll
hassle.
throw you in the drunk tank for that one.
Oh,
right here.
don't. But yeah, it's great. I love it. I'm over in Oklahoma for Christmas this year, so I fly out to New York for a couple of days on the 19th of December, and then on the 21st, I got first class tickets to Oklahoma, which I'm like,
Nice.
it's a 4-hour flight, and it worked out with my air miles cheaper than going economy. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone so common in first class as me. Like, I'm gonna have a great time. I'm gonna film the whole fucking thing. I'm gonna be like one of those little influencers, like, but I'll actually be on the flight, not like faking it. So I'm excited for that. And then I'm over there for like 5 weeks, just over 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So I haven't. Me and my partner, she's had to put up with a lot over the last 12 months. Well, 14 months now, because we've not seen each other because me and Danny have been so busy with the business and building everything up, and we had a band that's just released a load, started releasing stuff and moving over to a new record label and all sorts of stuff. It's just been
No rest for the wicked.
yeah, no rest
Right.
for the wicked. But you're not here to listen to me badger on about my life. We are here to listen to some kick-ass music. I want to make sure I'm set up before I do start track number one. Jeff, Chris, are you both ready for your first track of the evening?
We're ready.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wicked. So this is Space Weather with, it's done that thing again, Danny. It's done that thing where I have to scroll down to look at it. It's doing my head in. Space Weather with Wasted in Heaven. Enjoy. Mr. J in chat straight away went fucking got me hooked already. Oh.
That's a great show, Anthony.
Oh, see, Brian, that's the one. At the Drive-In meets Panic. Like, surely these are signed to like Pure Noise or Equal Vision or someone.
They should be.
Yeah.
Now I'm gone, heavenly wasted. I'll never get through my vertigo. No, I'm not fine, but will I be fine? We're traveling light, but not alone. The ghost won't go away.
I could live on that chorus all day long.
This rules.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, this is sick.
These guys should be
Yeah, that was sick.
playing 800 cap rooms on the edge of Chicago. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they should be playing at this venue.
Honestly, that was incredible. Like, that's the sort of band that I discover when I go and watch like the Wonder Years play, like they're opening up for him. Like, just
Yeah.
they're very prog, almost a little bit Eye the Mighty on the vocals, which I know is a little bit of a controversial talking
Man,
point,
I haven't
but-
heard that name in a while.
Oh yeah, there's a reason for that. But like vocally, he has like, I just want him to like, I was just gonna send him a load of like lullabies and just get him to sing over the top for me, because
Oh,
that
he's got
was.
a beautiful voice.
And then the guitarist comes in and sings, and you're thinking like, how's that gonna be? And then he just complements it so beautifully. That's straight away going on my playlist. That was absolutely insane. The hook on the chorus was just exactly what you want from a track like this. They like you said, Danny, they are prog, but they're not overly experimental, and I like that. I like the fact that there's a structure to the song. I love the little guitar twiddle before the last chorus kicked in, because I was like, they could have ended it there, but I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they gave us another chorus, and I just want to compliment the video. That felt like I was watching something on mainstream TV. Like, whoever did that video, huge shout out to them. C. Bryant says At the Drive-In meets Panic, which I completely agree with.
Yeah, that's pretty much right.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go straight away to Chris. Go on. What did you think?
I mean, that was excellent. So if they're ever looking for a band to open for them, like Attack or something, they could. No, man. I mean, really, the funny part is I'm sitting here taking notes. I'm a note guy for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm going through here, and the first thing I go is, this singer kicks ass, and then like a drum fill comes in. I'm like, oh man, this drummer kicks ass, and then the guitar, and I'm like, I guess they just all kick ass. So,
Yeah.
really, really great song. Every member very talented, and I think it's like got a feel good vibe to it. Like it just makes you feel happy. You want to smile when you listen to it. So, the video is excellent. The dropout bridge, where everything kind of stops and he's just singing. I thought that was really cool. All in all, I mean, yeah, that song kicks ass. I think that band kicks ass too, and I'm definitely adding them to my Spotify playlist.
Yeah, 100%. Jeff, what did you think?
Well, it was a super strong start to the show, wasn't it? It was amazing. Like Chris said, I was smiling through the whole thing. I kept seeing myself on my monitor, her smiling. I'm like, oh, stop smiling. You look goofy. But no, it was great. And, Chris gave props to the singer, the guitar player, the drums. What about the bass player? The bass player was amazing.
Well, him too. I'm just
We always forget about it. It's a running thing here on BSB. Yeah,
Right.
we just forget about the bass. Sorry, bass players.
But as soon as that first chorus kicked in, I thought the same thing that everyone said. It gave me that Panic of the Disco vibe. It's phenomenal. I said again, it was if everything's like that, we're gonna have a really hard time picking who the winner is tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, you
definitely.
will.
And Jeff,
will.
going back to you smiling like and looking goofy, at one point I know for a fact I looked like I was sucking off an elf. Like I was like, and I was like, what is going on? I do the same thing. Even after 3.5 years, I still catch myself pulling some weird faces on this stream. And if
Or
Danny,
you just get so transfixed and we just end up like gorming, like
Yeah.
completely, and it's just
if Danny
Oh,
was
well.
any smarter, what he would do is he would get loads of these like clips of me pulling weird and wonderful faces and just clip them together for all the abuse
I
that I
probably
give you.
well, you've given me an idea. now,
Well, there we
so-
go. You can have that one for free. Yeah, you can have that one. You can have a pepperoni. Yeah, absolutely love that. Danny, give us a final word of the first track of the day.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I definitely got the Panic vibes. I also like guitar-wise, like in terms of the guitar work, I got tiny moving parts a little bit.
Sorry, just hang on. I love you. I just need to tell you.
I
just,
love
just,
you too.
I've never heard you quote tiny moving parts on this stream, and I just thank you.
It's the guitar work, but
God, you
to
give
be
a
honest,
heart.
the
Yay!
musicianship across the whole board is absolutely top notch. The music video is world class. It's high energy. There's great transitions and cuts, and the band looks cool as fuck, and they sound the part too. So there's nothing there not to like. I thought it was cool.
Now it's dark. Official said can't forget the bass. And
Can't
we,
forget the
we
bass.
didn't go to the comments straight away, which is how much we forgot the bass. I'm so sorry. Me and Danny, it's a running joke. Me and Danny's, our band doesn't have we backing track our bass, which I know a lot of bass players will be sitting there right now going,
Sin.
absolutely, yeah, there we go. And Chris has joined in.
Sin.
You know what it is? It's just the dynamic works so well as a 4-piece that it was just kind of like, do you get someone? Yeah, it kind of splits the load a little bit, but then it was just finding someone that, I mean, Chris, because you're in a few bands, you know how much of the cunt some people are in the music industry. And you
It's
just
all
don't
about
need
who
that.
you can get along with. That's like the most
Exactly.
important thing, you know? Can
Yeah.
I live with this person on tour for 8
That's
weeks?
that. I was about
at
to
a
say that. The
time?
biggest advice I can give to any band starting off: go and spend a weekend camping.
Yes.
No technology, just you guys go and camp and see if you want to kill each other by the end of it. If you don't, you've got a good chance that touring might be for you. If you want to
Yep.
murder one of them, I would get rid of them before you actually act on it. Basically,
Just
Yeah.
whatever you're sleeping in, have it like shake constantly every night, you know, like you're on the road,
yeah.
and
Uh,
see how well you can sleep on that, you know.
And then rock up at Jeff's venue, like when you are on tour. Jeff will be able to tell you if you're getting on all right. You must have had something like that happen, Jeff. Seriously, like running a venue, booking bands at venues. You must have had bands come through, and you think these guys are not getting along right now.
Oh no, I've seen. I think there's been one or two bands that have probably broke up, after the show. It's just
Yeah.
I've seen some very very bizarre stuff. Bands that won't they refuse to be in the same dressing room, so we gotta turn our office into a mock dressing room for one of the members because he's not getting along with people.
Have
My-
you ever seen any like fights on stage?
Fortunately, no, not at my place. I've seen it at other places.
I've got a random story for you then, and I don't know whether or not I should name the band, but it's quite a big band.
That's
Danny
probably
knows.
a no. That's probably a no.
I was playing a show with this said band, and it was at this really intimate venue, and someone in the crowd went woo, put their arms up, and knocked the boom arm for the mic, which swung round, smacked the lead singer in the face, who then jumped off stage, went fuck this shit, I'm not playing, blah 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 blah, blah, going absolutely mental. Because we were the local support for this show, I got asked if I could just go and man the backstage area because they only had security on the door. And I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. This very short lead singer for a band with really, really long hair tried to square up to me and headbutt me. And I was like, what are you going to do? Headbutt my tits? Like, come on, man. And I don't know whether or not I should say what band it was, but it was fucking
No.
hilarious. There was videos of it online for ages. And
Danny says no.
Yeah.
There's videos out there. You said.
There was. He got them taken down. It was
Oh,
brutal.
okay.
This went on for months afterwards. Like the whole situation went on for so long. And for a long time he wasn't welcome back in the city we live because he was just
Crazy.
I'm going to say is they had 2 massive hits in about 2006, 2007.
And that's all he's going to say, because we also know the talent representation for them.
Yeah,
so...
hold on. Let me just pull up a Google page real
Right,
quick.
exactly. Let me put that in the chat GPT.
Yeah,
Danny's-
ChatGPT.
Danny is sweating so much right now, by the way, that I'm going to say who it was. But yeah, I tell you, I can tell you off air. That's what I'll say. All right,
Yeah.
I'll tell you off air. I won't put it public. I've always wanted to say it publicly though. It's, like, and I've seen him at events since, and I've just turned my back because I'm like, I don't even.
Save
wanna
it for the book.
save
Maybe
it
you
for
can
the-
act out the band name, like 1 word, 2 words, like charades.
Soundbite.
Yeah.
Save it for the book.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Moving on. Danny is sweating the sweating guy from the movie Airplane right now. Danny just sweats. He's just a sweaty boy, ain't you, Danny? That's what it is. You
I am
panic
right
so much.
now.
But I've also been like I was on tour, and I don't mind saying this. I was on did some shows with Hawthorne Heights like years ago, and I know that when one of the shows they looked like they were ready to watch, like, but it was a collective. They wanted to watch the world burn, and then you realise, like, because they've had a massive resurgence, but this was before then. Even during that kind of downtime, I guess, they were doing like going over to Europe and doing like 40 dates. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, these guys are
lot.
busy as fuck. Like, they do a lot of shows, and I know, again, in the US, like, I mean, you could be touring all year round and not hit every major city, you know. So I'd imagine, Jeff, when you do get bands come through, some of them are just absolutely shattered. Like,
Yeah. Oh no. There's a lot of you know, it's I always tell my staff too. It's when a band pulls in and they walk off that bus, you know, we just assume that they've had a really bad day yesterday, because that's usually the case. And you know, we're there to make them happy. We greet them with a smile, and you know, our venue's, you know, not to pat myself on the back, but the venue's amazing. We got a great green room, and we got showers and laundry facilities and activities, you know, a game room, all that fun stuff. So usually within you know, a couple hours of being off the bus, they're usually smiling again and having a good day.
see, that's amazing. And Chris, I know you'll agree with me on this. Touring, a shower is like the golden.
I was just gonna say
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's,
You get off the bus, and the first thing you ask your TM is, does this venue have a shower? You know,
Yeah.
that's like the number 1 question every day. So just having that is, I'm already gonna have a good day if there's a shower. You know?
Chris, you're forgetting it's the 17 dudes rushing off the buses to get to the toilet. You know, 'cause
That
everyone's-
too. Actually, he's right.
everyone's
That
followed
is
that in.
first. Yeah, and it's a rush. He's right. They're running. You know.
and everyone needs a shit as well.
Yeah,
that's
that's
yeah. Everyone saved it. No one wants to do it on the bus, and it's just yeah, good fun. And if anyone wants to go out and tour, definitely do it. It's good fun. But these are the things that will happen if you do. You will need to constantly shit, because weirdly, as soon as you get going, you need a dump every time,
Yep.
and you will stink half the time. So
Yeah, if
It's
you
like-
like being like sweaty and gross and not getting any sleep, and you know, yeah, touring's for you.
like Electric Callboy, when we were with Electric Callboy last year,
Yeah.
fucking Kevin gave me his jacket and was like, I went his jacket, as he called it. He said, "Do I smell like vinegar?" And I was like, "Why?" And he went, "Well, I went home, and I was home for 2 days, but I forgot to wash my jacket, and it's my jacket I wear on stage every night." And I took one whiff of it, and it was one of the worst things I've ever smelt in my life. Bless him.
Yeah, big mistake.
But yeah, I don't know why it didn't cross. You know, when he said, "Do I smell like vinegar?" I was like, I didn't even fucking think that they've been out for like the last like 3 weeks.
You
and he's
just
not washed
thought
it.
he's just had fish and chips and he spilt some
Yeah.
vinegar on him.
He's trying the British
Gotta-
delicacies.
gotta-
C. Bryant, flip flops equals tour necessities for showers. There we go. Right, track number 2. Then we've got Midland Railway with Unwavering Optimism.
There's the bass.
Things are gonna be alright. Yeah, this time things are gonna turn out fine.
Hey Nick, welcome on in, dude.
Anything that went
What's up, Nick?
we won't need.
Dude, we get it. Like, honestly, lyric videos are brilliant. We love them.
Something has to go our way.
I'm trying to think who they remind me of, Danny.
I've got a reference.
that?
Dina Head. Thank you.
Thank you. I've got a reference, but I'll save it for my feedback.
Weezer's a really good shout, like a British Weezer.
What the effing fuck was that?
Dina,
you.
thank you.
What the effing fuck was that?
Thank
Thanks
you.
again. I feel like me and Danny are in our wheelhouse here because it's a really British sound to this, but it definitely has, for me, it's like a British Weezer. And I'm sitting there going, there is no way that this shouldn't get picked up for like a BBC or ITV sitcom.
Yeah.
You know, like one of those shows,
Yeah.
you know, the sort of show, I mean, Danny, like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like, even like
What the
In-Betweeners
effing
and stuff
fuck
like
was
that.
that?
D-Ned as well, thank you. Look at the robots
Thank you.
as well coming through.
Like Peep Show or In
yeah, so like that. And
yeah.
I also want to say that whoever decided to put the little bars in the background, chef's kiss.
Genius.
Like, I love it when
Genius.
tracks do that because it's a hook and it makes it really, really enjoyable. Obviously, there's no video. We know that. And with the video, like I say, I mean, I go into a weird place where I start picturing. And weirdly, I was almost picturing you guys doing a very similar Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve style video for this track. Just because I think it would look amazing if you're walking down the street and then, did you say Kat, I think, who plays bass in the band, just comes in and does the bars behind you, just walking backwards. I think it'd be cool. Love it. And I think these guys are with reaction management as well.
What the effing fuck
Yeah.
was that?
D-Ned, I'm going to have to ban you from doing it in a second. If you, I lose train of thought so easily, it's unreal. But we appreciate you, we really do. It's
Thank
just
you.
Randy's life, isn't he? Randy from South Park. He comes through.
He is.
He's my favourite character on South Park.
He's my favorite too. I
Do you
love
know-
Randy.
Chris, I saw somebody rate South Park characters recently, and he was put down as average in their like little rating. I was like,
No, that's wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
Randy is he probably is the best character.
he's he
Once
is.
it went over to him having a marijuana farm, that's kind of when he kind
Yes.
of went up a level or
See,
two, you know.
for
Yeah.
me, but okay, yeah, integrity firms. But yeah,
Integrity.
integrity. I love saying it. But for me, it just the kind of like mid-era, like when he like starts watching like food channels for porn, or when they have the little league baseball team and he has to fight the dad from the other team. But every time he fights, in his head he goes, "I'm the best." Around, and he just starts singing it like in that. Oh, he just has me in stitches. Or my favorite one, it's just when, and it's such a bad episode when Stan has to look after the ice hockey team, the Pee Wee ice hockey team. And like Randy's getting like flashbacks from when Stanley was a kid, and he's like, just starts screaming, going, "Take thy shot!" And it just every time he says it, I end up howling. Like he makes me fucking crease so much. He's so funny. And yeah, you're right. He's definitely him,
He's
and
the
then
best.
Cartman underneath, just about.
Yeah.
I've not watched the new episode yet, but I've seen all the kids running around going 6'7" and stuff like that in it, and thinking it's hilarious. Which, for those that don't know, 6'7" is something that my kid has been doing recently, and it is winding me the fuck up. So, does anyone know about 6'7"?
Not at
I was
all.
playing
Yeah.
Top Golf with my buddy just either last week or the week before, and there were some kids playing next to us, and they were just saying it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And this is the first I'd heard it,
Right.
Because I don't really go anywhere. But my buddy looks at me and he goes, "I can't take it anymore with the 6'7".
Yeah.
It's everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what exactly it is.
Do you want some education
But,
on it? Because it's going to fucking
yeah,
drive
let's-
you insane. Right. So
I'll
kids,
take it,
kids
yeah.
are playing this thing at the moment. It's called Italian brain rot. It's on Roblox and Fortnite, and they've got things like steal the brain rot. And basically, my kid thinks he can talk Italian because he can say appotino, cappuccino. And like, because all the characters are named something stupid. And there's a stick, and he's called Tung Sahur. Like, that's his name. And they all shout the names out. And then about 2-3 well, probably about a month ago now, they released a new character, and he's just 6'7". It's just the number 6'7" as the character. He looks like 67, and you have to just shout 6'7" and try and make parents say things. So like, you're like, what time are we having dinner? Oh, anytime, in the next hour or so. Well, what time's that going to be? Oh, between 6-7. And they're like, oh, you said it. And yeah, and my kid just thinks it's the funniest fucking thing. And it's just driving me absolutely mad. Yeah, my nephew's doing it as well, and he's 5. And when he latches onto something, he doesn't let go. So this will be life for the next year.
Beating
Is
it
that
to death.
is it better or worse than what was the other one? Chicken Jockey. The
I didn't
one
mind
where-
Chicken Jockey because I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard Chicken Jockey? That was from the Minecraft movie. I took my kid to see it, where you see this little zombie riding a chicken, and then you have to shout Chicken Jockey. And my kid thought it was the best thing that he's ever done in his life. So he started, I took him to see it, and the rest of the theatre stayed quiet, and my kid just went, Chicken Jockey! I was just like, you've got the coolest kid here. And I'd say this is worse. But Chris, what did you think of Midland Railway?
It was a great song. It kind of, for me, I was getting Blink-182, Green Day a little bit in there vibes, with some Weezer, which are 3 bands that I absolutely love. I mean, that's like the stuff I grew up listening to. Very catchy melodies, a lot of earworm type of things going on, like Ben said, with the the background vocals and the
Yep.
I think it was just really they pulled it off really well. It was really well crafted. I really like the guitar tone, like that. It was almost like a Marshall sounding, I guess British sounding guitar tone, and another feel good track. So 2 back-to-back songs that just make you want to, I don't know, sit on a beach and drink beers or something. Just makes you feel good.
I want to sit
That
on the
sounds
beach
like a
and
good
drink
time.
beers. Jeff, what did you
That
think?
sounds like a good time.
Right?
Poppy and fun, but it's driving me nuts because that song, it sounds like something I've heard before, and I just cannot wrap my head around it. And it's not Blink, it's not Weezer, it's not Green Day, but that chorus, I've heard it somewhere before, and it's driving me insane because I can't think of what it is. Even when you were talking about your 6'7" and your chicken jockeys, on my head, I'm not even paying attention to you. I'm like, where do I know that from? So, yeah, I love the guitar tone of that. I love the guitar tone. Simple song, but nice song. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's a good tune.
I really enjoyed it. It is a British sound. It's going to resonate more with me and Danny because it does have a British feel. It really, really
Yeah.
does. Also, weirdly, the Barbars, as I call them, reminds me a little bit of The Offspring, and I can't think of the name of the song, but it's the one where it goes, all I want to do is to fly away with you. Ba 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 da ba da ba 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 ba. What is that song called? It's off their latest album.
I forget.
By the way, my
I forget.
Offspring,
I'm not
my
good
favorite
at thinking
Offspring
on the
songs are
spot.
all the ones that everyone says are too cheesy. Like, I love the the one that's like, which one is it? It's off not the last album. Me and Nicole used to play it, Danny, all the time, and it's the really cheesy one where he basically sounds like he's like the Lonely Island or something.
Oh, like the really poppy one.
What is
I
it?
forget. Was it?
What, like he's rapping on the song? I haven't listened to the Offspring in a while,
He's
to be
it's like,
honest.
I know you got the bump it in the trunk, and like but on the verses he literally sounds like he's trying to copy the Lonely Island. It's so fucking funny.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
cool.
really catchy song as well. But yeah, Danny, give us a final word of the track.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of UK references, this was the one that I was going to give when you mentioned it earlier. But Badly Drawn Boy, I don't know if you remember.
Yes, I remember them.
That, but yeah, that's the kind of feel that I was getting. But Badly Drawn Boy meets Alkaline Trio, which obviously 2 completely different vibes, but like mixed together. I think this is kind of what you would end up with. I think it's really cool that you can clearly hear that they're a UK band. The chorus was super catchy. And I think overall there's like a mixture of indie rock and pop punk vibes. So that's awesome.
Remember, guys, at the end of stream, you are going to get your chance to vote for track of the week. The way that you vote is by earning channel points by watching us today. You get to vote for your favourite in the semi-finals and in the final. Chris and Jeff are battling out to the death for an industry pick. Have you picked your weapons yet, lads?
Yeah, I got my weapon right behind me.
There you
I'm
go.
still trying to figure it out, but I'll come up with something.
I feel like if Jeff's got his guitar, which is an axe, Chris, just get a real axe, and then we'll just see. Yeah, Jeff will probably still have you though.
I have a fireplace behind me. I could do like the opposite of Santa Claus, like just kind of get him up there instead of.
He needed a. Danny, I don't know if you've noticed this, and anyone else in the UK, let me know if you've noticed this. I've noticed, so you know how like in the stores they play a lot of like chart stuff, and at Halloween they play a lot of Halloween stuff. I was in Asda, right?
Yeah.
Which is, for anyone that doesn't know, that's like our version of Walmart. And I'm in Asda, and all of a sudden I hear the Michael Myers Halloween theme tune coming through, like I was like looking around like, the fuck is going on? Apparently, and then so I thought, this is weird. Like they played the whole song. So I was like, that's weird. Why would they do that? But then I was in Morrison's, which is also similar to Walmart. I was in there today, and they did the same thing. And I was like, is it now like, is it a chart song at the moment? Is like, has the theme tune for Halloween gone to the charts in the UK?
That's become your soundtrack. They're keeping an eye on you, and every time you go into a store,
That means I'll get murdered.
Yeah,
Michael
actually, the
Myers
sound
is killer.
systems in the store were off, so
Yeah, it was-
only you hear.
It was quiet in there as well. So I was stood back like I was looking at fish because I was like, I might want fish for dinner. So I was looking and I was like, do I want fish for dinner? And then all of a sudden I did, and I was like,
What will happen is
fuck
you'll
is
be
going
in the
on?
store, and you're going to turn around and there'll just be a guy with a piano on wheels like following you and playing the theme.
That's like
as you're like-
I can see that on like Family Guy. That sounds like a Family
Yeah.
Guy skit.
Yep. Yeah, I think that there was one, wasn't there, with theme tunes, and
Where they're just following him around.
yeah, and they were getting really pissed off with it.
That's the one where like Stewie follows the fat guys around. It's like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be Ben next. You're gonna be getting on your first class flight, and there'll be a piano following you. You know?
Yeah. And I am fat, so it will just be like the kid with a trumpet or something. I'll be like, stop it, I've got cholesterol. But yeah, God. But yeah, no, don't worry. It's gonna do that every time if you send them. Even if you send one, it does it because I need to change it so it does different things at different amounts, so that it's less. Because Randy he's intimidating, and plus at the moment he doesn't take over Danny's screen, which is really annoying. Which I always really like when it does. But no, I was only teasing. Like, feel free to do it. It's your guys' stream just as much as it is ours. So feel free to send them all you want. Just like I say, if the song's playing, try not to send too many during because it will interrupt the track and we won't be able to hear it. But you're an absolute fucking legend and we love you. But yeah, it goes to BSB. Nah, we blame Ben for everything. Sapphire, you don't even have a button anymore, so yeah. She used to have the Jaws theme tune on the stream deck, but I needed space for other fun noises like this.
Oh my god!
That's literally what replaced you, Sapphire. That's what replaced you. Right, next then we have got this is the fiction the fiction we create with more than scars.
Haunting some of past mistakes alters my progress. Wishing to rewrite the wrongs or chance at true bliss. Screaming, why am I so broken? Just want to be whole. Then a voice inside beckon me, and this is what it said. Let go of the ones
So I want to start off with something constructive because I absolutely fucking love the song, and this has so much potential to be a big song. The hook's massive. Everything about the track itself and the structure is on point. There's something missing on the track for me, and that is just harmonies. Like I was trying to listen for harmonies the whole way through because harmonies really thicken up the song. Like they really give you that extra layer. Like, I mean, I literally did a harmony to one of my songs like this recently, and it works because of how it was in the mix. And it's like, I know it's difficult sometimes, but I really think where you've got those screams, I would, and this is just personal, and please, 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 just remember, I'm just some fat idiot from the UK, okay? But this is just what I would do. I would remove the screams, and where all of those were, I'd put harmony in place. Because you know where your harmony should go, because you've got them. And I just think that would really beef this song up. Because it's, instrumentally, your drummer, by the way, I just want to point out, his fucking, like, tom work on that was just insane. Like, he's so fucking good. But I just think that you could really, really, really strengthen this track by adding some harmonies and maybe like taking away more of the scream, like, and I just think that would give you that little bit more, that little boost, because this is already sounding like bands like In This Moment and stuff. It's in that vein where it could be really, 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 really fucking big, but you've got to get that next level. It's got to happen, and I genuinely think the one thing you're missing on this track is a beefy amount of harmonies. My advice with harmonies: first verse, don't have any. First chorus, start to edge them in. Second chorus, harmonies all the way through. Everything else, harmonies on your last words, and just big, fun harmonies where you have to go up octaves and all sorts of shit. Like, it just gives another element to the track. But on the plus side, the song is crafted so well in regards to its structure. It's a big chorus. I love the way that they did the lyric video as well. It's really difficult to, like, lyric videos can be really hit or miss. I think you've hit a really strong point. I love what you did with it. And it is just my opinion. Like I say, I just love harmonies, and I would love to see some on this track. Jeff, I'm going to start with you this time. What do you think?
Well, in full disclosure, those guys are from Illinois, and they've played my venue before.
Have they? That's amazing.
Yeah.
What a full circle.
I'm going to be a little biased probably only because they are probably some of the, out of all the local bands that I've had open for nationals, these dudes right here are probably one of the most professional, nicest bunch of guys. I wish I could fit them in more. Their live show, that song was really, really good. I agree. The structure's great. Drums are great. That song did not do them justice to their live show. They're really, really good live.
Yeah.
And super nice dudes. I know it doesn't mean much to people, but super nice dudes. But yeah, I love the song structure. I did completely agree. I think the vocals needed a little something there, and the harmonies probably would have helped. But yeah, great dudes, great song. It's definitely got some potential. I think out of, like I said, they've been in my place a couple times. I do think they probably have a couple better songs on that I've heard live that would probably been a better choice.
Yeah. Like I say, I always feel awful when I say stuff like that. It's as a vocalist, it's something that I learned really early on, that like harmonies are your, they're your beef of the track. If you want, like, I've got a track where for some reason the band decided that it was just going to be a bass line with my solo vocal over the top. It's fucking shit. Like, I just want to put harmonies and a lead guitar on it. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, I'm just giving my opinion. Opinions, we've all got them.
No, I don't think your opinions were off. Like I said, and they're really young dudes. I think they have a bright future if they keep on going. But they're young guys.
Yeah, and that's great. And the thing is, we all started somewhere. If I showed you my first song. Yeah. But yeah, Chris, what did you
I
think?
think we've all been there.
Yeah.
No, you guys are right. I want to start with my critique, and then I'll get to the positives. I like to end on a positive note. My only real critique is that I wish the recording was a little tighter.
Yeah.
And I think that has a lot to do with the mix, with the harmonies that both you guys were talking about. I just wish the recording was a little bit tighter. Other than that, the guitar work was sick. And I'm a really, really big fan of those open choruses like they did there, like the big, everything's kind of going. The lyric video too was really cool, kind of like ink drops.
Yeah. That I really like.
Yeah.
I really like that idea.
I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, I think it was a great song. I just wish the recording was a little tighter.
That's just where
That's
I'm
it.
coming from, and that's that.
Yeah.
This is nothing. This is what's and I please, if you're in the band, don't take any offense to this. This is because we fucking love it. That's you can see the potential. Like if this is you guys and you're not the finished product yet, then you guys have got a whole world of opportunity ahead of you, and you've literally got someone here like Jeff sitting here saying how great you are live. I've got Haunter, who we absolutely love, in the chat saying how great you guys are as well. So that it's amazing to see, and I think you guys have got I'm super stoked to hear what else you've got out there. Escale says, no offense at all, for your information, I'm the singer of fiction, lol. Dude, you've got it. I just want to see you put some harmonies, because I know I can. It's almost like you ever watch? Does it? Everyone, if you like sport, everyone has a team. Like Chris, are you a sports fan?
Yeah, I like basketball.
There we go. So basketball, you've got a favorite team?
The Cavs. I have to.
And who's your favorite player?
And
I know I've put you on the spot. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. There's a reason
you're
for it,
fine.
though.
We have Chris Levert, who's been doing really well for the team.
Okay, so we'll go Chris Levert. Like, say you're watching, you've watched Chris Levert absolutely fucking just perform at the top of his level, right? And then you go and watch him, and you just think he's left a lot of it, what he could do. He could go further. He could do more in a game, and it really it annoys you, because you're like, I know that you can do better. Same with me with soccer. I'm a Newcastle United fan. We've had some turbulent years, some brilliant years as well recently, but sometimes I watch them and I'm watching one of our players and I'm like, I know you can do better. Why are you just playing so shit right now when I've seen you play a million times better? And with this, it's like, I know, and the reason I put this into this perspective is I know that you have it in you as a vocalist. I can hear it. I can hear you're a phenomenal vocalist. So now I want to hear you do those really annoying harmonies that sound crazy dumb in the studio, but you put them on the track and they sound just so fat. Like I say, I literally, I had a track and the lead line is so high. The only way I could do the lead line was to do this for my, and that was my harmony, to begin my top end harmony. And I was like, I sound like a fucking idiot. And my producer was like, no, trust me. And then he showed me it in the mix, and I was like, oh my God, this sounds incredible. And it works really, really well. So you just got to lose your inhibitions, get harmonies done. They're also hard, and I know when I first started doing harmonies, I don't know if anyone else has had this experience, but when you're going la 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 la, it's really easy for your brain to go la 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 la, where you should be going la 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 la. And you should be going up a little bit or down a little bit. So, but I think that it would really, really fucking beef your sound up so much. I really do.
I mean, the thing, if you don't mind me chiming in, the good thing about this, I guess, issue is that it's easily fixable. It's not like you guys don't have any talent or anything. The talent is there. The band is tight. The singer's great. It's you can get a little bit of a tighter recording. That's just money is all it is. The fundamentals are there.
100%.
Definitely. And if you do need money, Danny will whore himself out for you. That's fine. But on to Hawful Danny. Danny, give us a final word of track.
I think you take the production up a notch or two, and this is going to be absolutely huge. It's got the swagger and punch of rock, but you've got a really, really nice melodic kind of country twang to your sound as well, which I think is really cool. You've obviously got that vibe in different places, and you've got the rock. So you appeal to fans of both, which is always cool. I thought the harsh vocals had some really nice grit to them. I thought the clean stood out as the perfect juxtaposition against them. Just a great track overall.
Happy days. Right, next then we've got Lilac and Lotus with Cauterize.
All I have to say is it's your fault things turned out this way. Even at a young age, I always try to clean up all the messes that you made. And now I know that we don't get things just 'cause we deserve them. And now I say that
You're all good, Crystal. Welcome to the stream.
nothing changed just because you love.
We were just talking about Walmart. fact we summoned you, Crystal.
Change everything. Could it dissipate the emptiness you left in me? If I say, would you hear me? Poison to cauterize our wounds. 'Cause I hate to say in many ways I'm just like you. It's so easy to do. Got nothing left to prove. Ignoring
Lahaj, thank you so much for the follow.
Thank you.
I'll give you a rock ball and see if it was there.
despite the doubt inside. I won't die before I'm dead. Couldn't dream, change everything. Could it dissipate the emptiness you left in me? If I say
Is this just a stream where Haunter have played with it? I love it. Dinette, that's so amazing. Anthony, I thought you wouldn't be.
Could it dream, change everything? Could it dissipate the emptiness you left in me? If I sang, would you hear me? Pouring salt to cauterize our wounds. Is it your fault things turned out this way? Pouring salt to cauterize our wounds. Always trying to clean up all the mess. Pouring salt to cauterize our wounds.
Yeah, that was sick.
Huge.
Lilac and Lotus are so good, aren't they? I'm biased. I know Lilac and Lotus. I will say a little bit, but then I'll move on because I will be really biased. I think they're absolutely incredible. They're one of my ones to watch. They're so fucking good. Like everything that they do, from the lyrical content to the video that matches up with it, to just the sound of the band, the tones that they use, they just that's like literally stacking that up against a major label band. Like you could put that
Yeah.
against anyone, any big hitter.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like if you didn't know Attack Attack or Lilac and Lotus, I genuinely believe their production is on par, you know? And like that's yeah, and Chris is like, fuck you, we spent so much on us. No, but like
No, I mean, I agree.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like that's what is so just the production, and again, it just takes the band to another level. I also want to shout out Dean Ed's niece, who is in the music video, who's the little girl in the music video. She did so fucking good. That must have been really difficult. Like, you know, if she's never, I don't know if she's acted before, but surely like her mum and dad or mum or dad, I've looked into like following that up with some acting stuff, like because she could go really far. She's brilliant, and she played the part perfectly. Yeah, that's all I want to say on Lilac and Lotus because you're amazing. But Jeff, what did you think?
Well, I was first time I heard him. I have heard of that band. That's the first time I heard him. Right off the bat, production, like you said, production is amazingly produced song. Amazingly produced song. I love their vocal. Love the clean vocal to the aggressive growling vocal. Great song. I mean, I'm definitely gonna check those guys out. Do you know where they're based out of?
Danny, that's a Danny question. Whenever you do that, Jeff, direct it to Danny and then shame him for not being ready.
He's so fucking mean to me.
But
Chris
whilst
will know
Danny,
the answer.
whilst
Chris
Danny
Raynham
looks,
will know the
Chris,
answer to that.
Chris Raynham probably would know the answer.
Madison, Wisconsin, I believe.
There we go. Look, they beat you in the chat
Really?
again. They beat you in the chat, Danny.
That's amazing. I mean, that's an hour and a half from us again. So that's definitely one I want to check out, and I think maybe we have a new band to bring to the Vixen, man.
Oh,
That's great.
get 'em. Get 'em.
Oh yeah.
I've heard a lot of people that have seen these guys live that say they are like. I mean, I just saw Haunter talk about earlier, saying they played with them with Vampires. I think it was Vampires Everywhere they played with them, or some I don't know where they played. They played with them at a show anyway, and they said it was their favourite set of the night. And everyone that I've spoke to that has seen Lilac and Lotus live has said they are so good live. And I think that resonates. It's really difficult sometimes. You can have an incredible recording. If you can't pull it off on the live circuit, then it's game over. And these guys can. So, but
Yeah.
Chris, what did you think?
Yeah, it was a great song. The video was well produced. The production was excellent on the audio side too. I really like the drum mix stood out for me. Those drums sounded huge, you know. And then once again with that big open chorus that I love. Something I really wanted to point out was she's a phenomenal singer, but she has this way of singing where it's not necessarily, you know, you're really good, but she is, but also you can feel she's selling it. She sells the song. Like she's like you can feel the passion in the vocals, which is something I think that can be rare sometimes. So kudos for that. You know, you got me in my feels over here. But no, really, it was an excellent song. Very impressive.
I love that you picked up on that with her vocals, because I've always felt the same way. Even when she does harsh as well as cleans, she seems to get emotion out. And yeah, they'd look great.
It's just really cool, you know.
Yeah, they'd look great on an Attack show. Just saying.
I think so.
They would.
I think you're right.
I think they really would. I think they'd be a lot of fun for that show as well. Danny, so look at you smiling over there. Give us a final word, you little melt.
Yeah, I mean, I got to agree. I think it was hard hitting, melodic, emotional. I get like the heavier edges of like bands like Stand Atlantic, Tonight Alive, who I know obviously are a lot kind of like softer genre, but like the heavier edges of that. Maybe if you threw a bit of Spirit Box in with a band like that, you'd get something a bit similar. Fantastic music video, brilliant production, and easily on a level with any of their genre counterparts.
Genre counterparts. Anyone else notice? I say this every episode. Doesn't Danny sound like he sounds like a Victorian gentleman when he does his feedback? We talk about this a lot. Like we say that if we got transported in time and went back to the Victorian era, Danny'd be walking around with a cane and a three-piece suit, and I'd be the one up his chimney cleaning it. So
my favorite will always be what Kevin said.
Yeah, he lives on. Kevin Lyman says that Danny Marty Ray. What was it?
Described artists like a fine wine if we're in the south of France. And I was like, I'll take that. Thank you.
Danny literally masturbated to those words that night. I just want to point that out. 100% he did. He got to bed. He was like, I've got to do it for Lyman.
You need to get one of the ruffled shirts, you know, for Halloween next year and dress the part, you know.
I'll do it.
You should. Get like a fine wine and just sit there and just.
I will.
You should do an on-screen wine tasting.
Oh my God.
That would be so much fun.
I'll do that if you do hot ones. How about
that?
Yeah.
But I love hot sauce, so I'll be. Yeah, I'm down to do that. Do I have to have it in a wine glass though, like hot sauce?
Yes.
Carolina Reaper sauce is a bit spicy. Danny can't handle spice. To anyone that needs to know this story, if you've been here before, you'll know it. But one day, because he's so British as well, Chris and Jeff, what he did, we were doing an event, Make a Scene Festival, and we were their official media partner. So we went out for a few days, and I do all the driving for BSB. So like we were there for 2 days, so it meant I could drink. I was so happy. So me and Danny decided to get drunk the night before we had to do any work. And we went to I think you have to, don't you? When you work in the music industry, it is a rite of passage. We go to an event, you need to get a little bit drunk before you get there.
Yeah, you got to make sure you feel as awful as possible for like one of the biggest events, you know.
Exactly. And then these fucking dickheads left me alone to do a band interview, right? While I was absolutely the next day, because we got sponsored by Signature Brew, which is a brewery here in the UK. They sent us crates of fucking Signature Brew. So I'm like awesome. in the media room, just having a can every like 10 minutes, right? And they're like, "Oh, were you in?" It was Rituals, wasn't it? You got me to, because I'm friends with Rituals as well. They're really good guys. But like they were like, "Will you interview him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll fucking do it." So I sat there and I realized I was like, "There's no cameraman, there's no like interviewer. It's literally me and them." And I'm doing everything. And that interview never did see the light of day, did it? Like,
no. Lost in the ether somewhere.
Anyway, the night before, Danny goes into McDonald's, orders himself a McCrispy because he can't have spice, and he comes and they've given him a McSpicy.
Yeah.
Chris, what would you do in that situation?
What if someone gave me a McSpicy instead of a McCrispy?
And you couldn't handle spice. What would you do? What would be your
Man,
logical?
see,
Or are you going to go full British as well? You're going to go full
no,
British.
I mean, I would have been nice about it, but I just can't imagine a world without spice. You know,
I know.
I can't imagine stepping into Danny's world. I really can't.
Yeah, even salt gets him going. But anyway, so what Danny did was he just decided, he took a bite, realised what his mistake.
And I just decided to suffer.
Well,
Like,
yeah, but I
was
looked
like,
over at you halfway through
it.
Yeah, but not only
Yeah,
that, he
alright.
cried because it was that spicy. His eyes were gone. His
It was,
eyes
yeah,
were
my
gone.
eyes just
like,
started watering, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "They're giving me a McSpicy instead of a McCrispy," trying to like stomach it. Why didn't you take it back? He's like, "No, it's fine." And it's just.
I was like, I didn't want to cause a fuss. You know,
Oh.
that's it. That's the British side. What can I say?
Danny,
I mean,
I'm
it
the
can't be
same
that much of
way.
a fuss. You're just like, you gave me the wrong sandwich.
Yeah.
I don't
you
send my
asshole.
food back either, Danny. You'll be fine.
Jeff's an honorary Brit. He doesn't send his food back either. So yeah.
Hey, there we
like,
go.
I'm the same though.
I'm afraid they're gonna spit it in or something. So I don't, I'm not gonna get a
Well,
chance.
that's exactly it. That's the
Yeah, that's a fair
point.
point.
Danny, I'd spit in your eggs.
Suffer through.
Well, there you go, and that's exactly why.
This is also the same man that like we were shooting some band content the other week, and I genuinely thought that he was drinking like cans of like soda, and I realised after about his sixth one that they weren't soda, they were Sex on the Beaches in cans, and he was
Yep.
absolutely half cut. And then my car broke down, and Danny stood over my car looking at it like he knew what he was doing. I was just, Daddy, just move out of the way. He's such a funny guy. Like,
dear.
meeting up with Danny, if anyone ever gets a chance to meet up and have a day with Danny, it is the best day you'll ever have. He's so cute. He does the most random things, and it just makes me laugh. But yeah. Did 608 Studios in the chat, which is Derek Moffat, by the way.
Hey,
I have
we
just
love
found
Derek.
out from reading the chat, that Derek, who is an absolute legend, by the way. If anyone met Derek last week on our stream, we absolutely love him. Can't wait to have him back. But he produced that track.
That's awesome.
Which is fucking awesome. And again, huge mix. And we expect nothing less from a Derek Moffat mix. Like, he's one of the studios that I now have on my bucket list to do some work with in the States.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say those drums, like, because a great mix really starts with great drums, and he absolutely crushed them. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
definitely. Right, next then, we have, it's a Lawn Chair Youth as well, which I love these videos. This is Vacant Voice with Code Red.
Oh hell yeah!
So we've got Attack, Lilac and Lotus and Vacant Voice at the Vixen Theatre. I've just made the show.
That's what's up.
Yes. Get that stank face.
Nice. That riff. That was sick.
That was killer, man.
Yo, yeah, that was dope.
That was up there for me as one of the favorites here because
Yeah,
that,
definitely.
Definitely.
that's a big fucking song, isn't it? And that rappy sort of raspy verse as well was just
Yeah.
yeah, spot the fuck on. Like I'm a big fan, big fan. Yo, Chris, go on. Let me know what you think.
So was the band was called Code Red or the song was called?
The
Code
song
Red?
was called Code Red. It was Vacant Voice. Band was Vacant Voice.
Vacant Voice. All right. Yeah, that was sick. That's like right up my alley with like that super heavy, breakdowny, hardcore kind of stuff. High energy, very high energy. Love the dude's voice too. His screams, very aggressive. The rapping part, like Ben said, is sick. I wrote down unstoppable riffage here for the guitars, which is
That's so true.
breakdown was sick. I mean, all in all, this is right up my alley. The whole song was sick, production was sick, everything was sick.
You know what I really enjoy about these videos as well, the Launch Air AU videos are they're always so samey, but they're iconic. Like to me, they're iconic videos now. I love watching them.
Yeah.
And what I loved about, especially on this one, I knew where the breakdown was coming in, even before it kind of led into it, because as it started to slow down, I was watching a bassist and two guitarists throwing the fuck down with minimal music playing because they knew what was about to happen. And I'm like, and that got me going. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. I'm ready for this. I'm ready to like throw down with these boys. Like, yeah, I just wanted to like just kick Danny in the face and just have a good time.
And sitting there like cracking his knuckles.
I was like, I was, oh yeah. And then the stank face hits, and you're just like, oh man, yeah, these guys are fucking sick. And the other thing I love about these videos is it really does showcase what a band's like live. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get to see what they're like. Jeff, what did you think?
Oh, I loved it. I loved how just right off the bat, just the vocal kicks in and just punches you right in the face. I love the breakdowns. The vocals are interesting because, he had that gruff voice, but he was still enunciating, which you don't always get with that kind of music. So, never hearing the song, I can make out, 75% of what he was saying, which is something that's a little bit different for that genre of music, for me at least, 56-year-old guy. I loved it. I loved the video. It was, like I said, it was raw. It was showcased their stage presence, I'm sure, and it was great. Probably one of my favorites for the day.
Yeah. Can I just give a huge shout out to Black Dawn Tattoo as well, which Mike from Vacant Voice works at, and he is sitting at Black Dawn Tattoo right now. Are you tattooing someone right now? Let me know. If you are, ask them if it's okay to get BSB TV tattooed on them right now, and just invoice us. We'll pay for it. Like it's legit. If you're tattooing someone right now, ask them. We will pay for it. Damn it, he said no. Mike, get your tattoo kit out, right? You got any spare space on your leg? All right, get the words BSB TV tattooed on. You wouldn't be the first. I will legit sell that. Don't worry. Do it. Yeah, ask Sapphire. She's got our logo. This is really funny. She got our original logo tattooed on her the week that we were changing our logo and rebranding.
Oops.
And then she got the new one.
And then she got the new one tattooed,
yeah.
and then because the running joke was said the new one is obviously what everyone can see on screen, and then we've got the merch design with our MTV design because wait, I've got to go that way. MTV is gone, long live BSB TV. And she as soon as she got the new tattoo, I was like, oh, by the way, we're having a rebrand, and I put the artwork for that in the chat, and I was like, yeah, we changed it to this one. She was like, no, fuck you.
No.
She says you didn't. Sapphire says you didn't pay for mine, right? I'm going to call Sapphire out here, okay? Sapphire, you are the same person that like kicked off last year because you didn't win the stream's MVP because the person that did win it had subscribed and paid to watch us all year, and you got it for free for a whole year. So, yeah, we didn't pay for your tattoo, but you didn't pay for us either. So, yeah. You change it again, you fuckers are paying for the next one. But yeah, anyway, it's Sapphire, shout out. Like, it's amazing that you've got tattoos of us, and
We appreciate it.
I feel like you should get Danny's face tattooed next.
No one needs that.
Yeah, get it
No.
somewhere casual, like your neck. You know.
Yeah.
Or like you could,
Or on your forehead or something.
Yeah, or like
Or
on your forehead. is
you
fine.
could get side profiles of me and Danny on your butt cheeks, so that like when you sit down, it kind of makes it look like we're kissing. You knew I was gonna go somewhere like that, Danny,
God.
didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I didn't know you were gonna go there, but
Yeah, I mean,
oh man.
what's the worst tattoo anyone's got? Like, Jeff, have you got tattoos?
0 tattoos, my friend. 0.
Jeff, go down, all right, to Mike's store, yeah, and get BSB TV tattooed on you. We'll pay for it. Chris, have you got any tattoos? Chris, you've got tattoos.
I have like a handful, like 5 or 6.
Have you
just
got any
kinda
that you regret?
scattered. No, I do have a lot that are bad, but I don't regret them. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like it's bad, but it reminds me not to do it again. It's a good memory, you know.
Yeah. My favorite tattoo that I've got out of all of my tattoos, I've got my son's name like tattooed on my hand.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's like a nice thing. You can look down when you're having a bad day and just think, oh, I'm doing it for him, you know. But like my favorite tattoo that I've got, which sorry Louis, it's not yours. My friend, I wanted to go on vacation with my friend. I needed to get away. I'd just gone through a divorce, and I was like, yo, I need to get away. Like I need to just go drink and just party for a few days. And I said to my mate, I was like, will you come with me? And he went, I'll come if you get a tattoo for me. And I was like, yeah, cool. And I was like, I'll get a tattoo for you. So I now have on my arm there, I have like a memorial tattoo for him. So it says, his name's Matty T. So I've got in a heart, it says Matty T, but it looks like it's like a memorial tattoo. And like when anyone asks like, who's Matty T? I was like, he's my friend. They're like, oh, did he die? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, he did. You know, it's in memory of him. And then like he's just there next to me. But yeah, we always laugh at just because it's the most like it's a really nice tattoo, but it's just because he came on vacation with me.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's probably my favourite tattoo. Danny,
Yeah.
I've gone both. We've sidetracked on that one. Chris, Jeff, I've gone to both of you on that one. I said, Danny, can I have a final word?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought there was a bit of everything there. I got elements of new metal, metalcore, and hardcore. It was super energetic. I thought the flow in the rap section was great. I thought the production was top shelf. I thought the guitar work was absolutely insane, especially with the riffs at the end. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Rusty Squirrel, you need to send me that tattoo. I need to see it. He's got a tattoo that says, I've got a tattoo that says, I'm a dick. I want to see it. I want to see it. Right, so it is time for a premiere. What we're going to do is we're going to give these guys center stage. So we're going to go off screen. We're going to be watching it off screen, but we're going to let Haunter have center stage. So this is a premiere of Haunter's Sanguine Famine. Enjoy.
Tracing bodies with the coldest of eyes creates an insatiable hunger for the divine mind. My tongue is writhing to taste the insides. I can't help it, I'm a monster to myself. Please save me from emotion. Open the trenches, cursed abomination gets me into a prison. Engorging myself to get rid of the pain. Physical emotion, no one put always in the grave. Laughing, hating, deep distilling beneath the surface of skin. Spirit gets and begins your moaning, gets ever so slightly sweet. I can't help it, I'm a to myself. Please save me from an ocean of blood that drenches her soul. Save me from the rain. Pillars of abomination cast me into oblivion.
Trying to make sure it moves over to the other page. For some reason, my OBS did not like playing that video on its own without anything else on screen because it's larger. It threw it like for a second there. I was like, oh my god, it's not going to play. Haunter, that's the best song you guys have ever put out. But and I love you guys, but that is a step the fuck up. Like, as soon as the cleans kicked in, I shouted to Danny, I was like, that is a step up. Like, that is incredible. Like, that, like, I don't know if I've ever told Haunter this, but like when we were testing the TV channel, Danny, and I was showing some family that I'd got it working and everything, and my stepdad was watching, and he kept asking. Haunter, it was the first band that he heard. Haunter were the first band to ever get played on BSB TV Plus, our TV channel.
Oh, no shit.
And we, when I was doing the testing for it, they were the band. They were like my testing band because I had the video and I was just fucking around making sure things were working. And when it came on, like, and I had about like 10 or 12 tracks, just kind of going around to make sure it was all flowing nicely. My stepdad was watching and he fell in love with Haunter. He was like, "These guys are amazing." And then every time any other band was playing, he was like, "Can we put Haunter back on?" I was like, "It doesn't work like that, Dad. You got to wait." My stepdad, I was like, "It doesn't work like that. You got to wait for it to roll back round again." They're just great. They really are. That's a step up. Derek's done an incredible job with them as well. They're already a great band to work with. We can tell you that. But that's a match made in heaven. I think that's a big sound. Chris, what do you think?
Yeah, it's an excellent song. The video's great. I really love that like 80s kind of Stranger Things sounding synth bass that they have going through there. Thing that stuck out to me the most that I thought was cool was the song as a whole was very unpredictable, but yet still well structured, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like the structure was there, the chorus was big, but you didn't know what was going to come next. And I thought that was really cool. I really, respect when people kind of throw you off a little bit. I also liked how the chorus, like he had that, like you guys were saying, that clean vocal, and there was a bit of like chaotic energy going on with the instrumentals behind it too. So I think that clash, I think it worked really well for them. So
There's
really,
like some blast beats
all
as
in all,
well,
it was a
weren't
great
there?
song.
Like,
Yeah, and blast beats are always cool. You got to throw them in there.
Yeah. I love a good. I talked about this the other day actually about when I saw Devin Townsend at Download years ago, and I was like, I was completely off my face. Which make of that what you will. But their drummer was doing blast beats, and I genuinely thought I was hallucinating. I was like, how the fuck is this guy doing this live? It's crazy. Jeff, what did you think?
It's interesting what Chris said. I had written down chaotic in a good way, and that's what that song is. It was kind of unpredictable, but when it would, something would kick in, you're like, oh, it doesn't think it should make sense there, but it makes sense there. It sounds good. Flow was good. That's one of those songs I like to go back and really listen to hard again. But I enjoyed it. The video was amazing. Drummer's crazy good. Loved it. Definitely something someone's gonna go check out after I log off here today.
Grimlord says plugin director Johnny Survey, who has also worked with Ace Frehley, Born of Osiris, The Brown End, The Maiden Voyage, etc. That's really fucking cool. Danny,
cool.
Final word on our premiere tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I love Haunter, but this is a huge evolution for them. They've gone through a rebrand, and you can tell in the best way possible. They've come back with this huge single, and it's got just as much of a bite to it as it does a bark. The drummer was working overtime throughout that track. Like, he was putting in the work. Fucking awesome. Harsh vocals were lined up perfectly in sync as well, especially towards the outro. And as always with Haunter, the music video was absolutely world class. So this whole thing is a giant level up for them.
That might be my favourite thing you've ever said, ever. Do it again.
You know,
I
Danny-
thought it was on brand for them, because
Danny does review music like wine. It's
Thank you.
it's very poetic. You know, the words that you choose. I
Thank you.
respect it. You know.
Kevin Lyman was onto something.
Hey, you got to
Yeah,
be good
yeah,
at
I think
something,
so.
haven't you?
Thank you.
The
Appreciate
things
it, guys.
like even like in our project. So Danny originally was a guitarist, and he's stepped back and he now songwrites for me because me and Danny we have to wipe each other's ass these days. We're like completely linked up. So like we songwrite together and everything, and it's a joy to work with him. Like I'm fucking making myself feel sick. It must be Halloween, but it's an absolute joy to work with him on anything creative because he just has such a a way with words. Like I also will say I've never seen him and ChatGPT in the same room, and I'm convinced that he has got something to do with ChatGPT. Because
Yeah, I had the what do you call it? The Neuralink.
yeah, you must
implant
have
in my
because
brain.
sometimes I
Yeah.
chat to ChatGPT and think that you're in the room. I'm like, is that Danny? Fucking hell! But you do.
Appreciate
you just,
it though,
it's,
bro.
the
Thank
thing
you.
is, the way that you do and you say things and stuff. It's a joy to behold.
Thank you.
I'm just like, I fucking love it. And Danny's like, yes, I love the simplicity of this and that and the other. And it's amazing. But do your thing. What did you say? They're not all.
They're I can't even remember what I fucking
There we
said
go.
now.
This-
That's
you
great,
did- it's a
isn't it?
one-time
No, I
thing. You
said
get what
you can tell that the bite is there as well as the buck. That's what.
That's my favourite. I want that on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty good.
That was on brand for them because obviously the mouth in the logo with
Yeah.
the fangs. I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was clever. It was good. It was good.
Thank you.
Right, next then, we've got, this is a great story to tell people before we do go into this. So we recently have been doing some stuff with Warped Tour. We had Kevin Lyman on the show. Followed up a few weeks after that, we had Amanda Phelan, who is at Somniac events and also books. She's the talent booker for Warped Tour. And we were about to go on like live with everybody, and she said, "Oh, if I like a band, can I book them for Warped Tour next year?" And this is one of the bands that she chose to play Warped Tour next year. This
And
is
you'll see why.
You will
You'll
see
see
why.
why.
This is Sagromantics with Limelight, featuring Alex Coates of Doppelganger. You already know what's going to happen. It's just, I love it.
Quit my job and living paycheck to paycheck. I've been struggling, but know that I'll make it. All the late nights and the sacrifice. I deserve this shit right now and in the afterlife.
Highest motherfucker in the room, yeah, you know it's me. Shake these busters off my jock, you know I keep it sucker free. Like I got a mouth full of summer teeth and cavities. Screaming to the sky, Malcolm James McCormack, R.I.P.
I'm still holding my own, but building a empire one day. You'll see, we'll be top seed. Talk that shit on your phone, you're so obsessed with me. Can't sleep, mad that you hate me.
A fiend for the limelight, time thief in hindsight. Head still can't get big and blocking out the fucking sunshine. Get in and know we bound to blow like bombs over Baghdad. Bloody brilliant, Sanguine Midwest outcast.
We believe it can't be perfect. When the end of your
What?
all been worth it. All these late nights, things they sacrifice, just to get a taste of bathe in the limelight. We believe it can't be perfect. When the end of your all been worth it. All these late nights, things they sacrifice, just to get a taste of bathe in the limelight.
I fucking love this band, man.
face. He says, fight it all when I riot, just go on my own way and let this die. Never feeling alive, I only ever feel alone. These ties are leading to places that I don't really wanna go. These people's what we try to spot a deeper slice of risk. I'm hunting walls, rubbing up as a ghost, transparent as shit. Thinking have I ever lived, do I even exist? But I gotta persist, hey. With the shock of rock bottom when you're hanging by a thread. Take a chance for the mud till you make it to the end. I know it's so much more than
Imagine this live, man. Like, seriously.
It would go off.
In fact,
Oh yeah.
I want in on Warp Tour, guys. I should be at some dates at Warp next year. I want in when you play this song live, seriously.
We want to be on stage so we can just dive off mid-set.
I won't dive off, I don't want to hurt anyone. Danny, look, you're in the video.
Oh my
This
God.
has to be the opener. I'm so glad you've just said that, Mr. J, as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, see, now you don't need to go on stage because you've already been in the video, so... Yeah, that's why Danny doesn't grow facial hair, just letting everybody know. That's what he would look like.
Probably.
Cross between, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Cross between
So
you and
fucking good.
Carrot Top.
So good. So
Yeah.
good.
I mean, I'm. Do you know what? First of all, I'm gonna do it slightly differently. I'm gonna go to Jeff first. See what you think.
Well, I can see why they're on Warp Tour. I mean, that's obvious. You know, it was interesting because when the piano was playing solo on the intro, I was like, all right, where's this going? And then I did not expect it to go where it was going. Love the guitar work. Love the Love the vocals, the rapping and the singing. I'm definitely said I'm going to be at Warp Tour this year. That was great.
Chris, what about yourself?
Same as what Jeff said. You know, I didn't really know where it was going at first with the piano, but that was spectacular. This is a band I would really love to see live.
Yeah.
I really like that big open. I don't know if it is a chorus. I'm going to call it a chorus anyway. But there was like a tempo change that they did there, and then they came into this really big, wide, like I've been telling you guys, I love those big, wide open parts and songs. Really diverse blend of genres, which I respected a lot. I'd love to see them live. This is a really great band.
Yeah, and Matt, there's so much potential. And
Yeah.
the reason I wanted you guys to go first is because, like, Sanguine Romantics are just one of those bands that we've discovered from this stream and doing what we do. Like, I had no fucking idea who they were before they went on the Warp stream. I didn't know what to expect. And at first I was like, with a name like Sanguine Romantics, it could be anything. Like, I don't know what this could be. But the name is so perfect for this band as well. I absolutely, to me, it's like an iconic name. It's a name that, like, they could be selling out arenas. Sanguine Romantics sounds right. It just sounds good.
Yeah.
And I'm in absolute awe that these guys. I say this about quite a few bands, but I really, really mean it when I do say it, and I especially mean it about these. How they're not fucking huge. Like, they give Linkin Park a run for their money. They've got that kind of sound. What's really interesting and something that I love about this, and this is anyone that saw them when they were on our stream before, they did this amazing music video, Chris and Jeff, where they'd hired out, like, they've got a friend who runs an amphitheater, and they got access to it, basically. So they shot this music video that made it look like they were playing this giant arena in front of a giant crowd, because it was so cleverly shot that it was just like, because there was shots where it's like this ginormous stage and they're on it, and you're watching a band fill this stage, and you're like, these guys, that's a fucking amazing advertisement. If you want to go and open up for, like, you know, a big ass band like Linkin Park, show them that video, because you can show them, yeah, we can perform on this stage. Look, watch us, we've done it. And it's like, that was just in awe. And then I'm like, right, this time we've got more of a small space. How are they going to do in this small space compared to the big ass amphitheater stage that they were on before? And they just fucking nailed it. Like, absolutely nailed it. Like, it's just, I love them. Absolutely love them. I really, really do. And they've got a bright future. They what a sound. Go on, Danny, give me a final word.
I mean, I was pretty speechless. I was quite blown away by that, to be honest. It had everything that I would have wanted. Their sound, I don't even know how else to describe it other than that it's fucking huge. They've got this epic sound about them. I love that they opened it up with the beautiful piano melody and then they slammed into that massive sound and that heavy hitting rock chorus. I think the transition there was fantastic. They already sound like a stadium band to me, and this is going to absolutely slap when they open up with it at Warped. That's for sure.
Yeah. You know what? They could have played this on the Warped Tour stream with Amanda, and it wouldn't have mattered. They would have still got that chance because I think they've got some. They're ones to watch. They really are. Another band that I absolutely love from doing this stream, and definitely ones to watch as well, is this next band. This is Forever Autumn with All For You. Rusty Squirrel, is that their first show? That's fucking amazing, guys. I'm so stoked for you.
That is very cool.
Six of 8 Studios, this band is sick, yeah. Derek, you know it. Well, you're a bit of a letdown, Sapphire. You let it down Forever Autumn. Banger after banger tonight.
Yeah.
And that is just pure pop punk, like, perfection. It's very, like, I don't even know, like, I don't even want to sit it in the same, like, breath as, like, Mayday Parade or, like, State Champs. I want to put it right in the middle. It's got, like, the sensibilities that Mayday have, but, like, just the earwormness that State Champs are able to, you know, bring in. And they've really crafted a great... The fact they've not played a show yet is absolutely mind-boggling, because they've got some absolute bangers out. That set list is going to be massive. Like, there's not going to be anyone who isn't going to be bopping along to that, and I'm super pumped for them to be playing their first shows. Super new bands, loads of potential. And I want to point out, there's no dig to what I said earlier, but that's why harmonies are important. How big that song sounded because of the harmonies. It was just amazing. Jeff, what did you think?
I loved it. Super, super catchy. Great hook. Had all the elements of a great pop punk song that I could, hear on the radio. Hear it going big. It's a great song. I love the guitar work again. I love that kind of jangly little guitar riff in there. Kind of grew on me after a while. It's very memorable. That's the word I would use. By the end of the song, I felt I knew the song, and I appreciated it.
I love when a pop punk song does that, when it grows on you as it goes along, and by the end of it, you're like, I fucking want to play that again. Like, I just,
Right.
you know what I mean? But Chris, what did you think?
Yeah, it was sick. It's definitely one of those like you can listen to it while you play beer pong with the boys type of songs. You know what I mean? Like, just good vibe. I love that funky guitar riff in there. Reminded me a little bit of like Cartel too. You remember that band Cartel?
Oh, I love Cartel. Yeah.
They're like one of my
What a
favorites.
Yep.
They're the vocalist kind of, maybe his melodies or something gave me a Cartel kind of vibe. And thank you so much for adding tambourine in the chorus. I love tambourine in the choruses, especially for a pop punk song. It just really, it adds to that catchiness, I think. Overall, great song.
Amazing. Danny, final word?
Yeah, I mean, I think especially for a band that is like right near the start of their journey, they already sound so well established and world class. Like, they could give so many different established pop punk bands in the genre a run for their money. They've got great melodies, they've got well crafted harmonies, they've got hooks for days. It's bright, it's upbeat, it's catchy. It's a really cool sound that they've got. I think it's awesome.
Shalobs 420, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
A great band. Like, just like, if we did this show 20 years ago, we'd be fucked, because I genuinely feel that the way that production has come along and the availability it's given everyone so much, and it's in a sense it's actually shit that it's happened, but it's great at the same time. The needle in a haystack feeling is more prominent than ever, I think, in today's. And Jeff, I don't know if you agree with me on that. Or...
That's why I love doing this, because we do get to find some of those needles in the
but
haystack.
Like 20 years ago, I feel like it was, you had to spend a fuck ton of money to get something that was half as good production wise as what this was, that track was. And now bands are able to do it, and this is why, again, it's so important now. Get your social media game on point, get posting, constantly put visuals out. Even if 2 people see the first 100 bits of content that you do, eventually they will. The algorithm will pick up, as long as you're making meaningful bits of content. Because these guys have got the potential to be huge. They really do. And Jeff and Chris, I don't know if you both agree with me on that, but like 20 years ago, when you think about like the bands that I don't know, it just felt like the pool of bands was smaller then than it is now. I don't know if you feel like, Jeff, having a venue, I don't know if you felt that way or...
Absolutely. It's easier than ever to put, great content out. I recorded my first record, or that's how old I am. I recorded my first record in 1988. So it was still, digital was just a new thing that no one could afford, and it was all analog. And, I pull out those, and it's just, but it can't, the technology today, it's, do it in your home studio, and it's amazing. And like I said, the things that you're hearing today is just, it's mind-boggling to me.
Yeah,
I wish that technology existed, when I was 20 years old.
Moxie Mayhem as well, thank you so much for the follow. Do you know what? Talking about old school music though, when I said to you guys I had to go grab a couple of bits to go and set up just before we started, that's code for me going and smoking quickly. And while I was smoking and I had to get my drink and stuff, but the Stranger Things trailer came out, new trailer for Stranger Things. They've used "Who Wants to Live Forever" by Queen as the music for it, and I am all for that. I'm like, I love it. I fucking love Stranger Things, and I love like 70s and 80s bands, and I love the fact that like they gave such a big audience to Metallica again. I mean, I saw some really funny comments about that when Metallica in the last season were like, "Oh, they're going to make them such a big band." Yeah. It was the same. Do you remember? Does anyone remember when Rihanna and Kanye West, before he had a meltdown, had that track out with Paul McCartney?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I've had
Yeah,
enough. And
yeah.
Paul McCartney's playing guitar on it. And someone
and then people
commented,
were like tweeting,
"Oh,
like,
who is this Paul
you're gonna
McCartney
help
dude?"
blow this guy up. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh wow,
So
wow.
my in my top 5 bands, I don't know who my 5th one is because I'm like I just don't know. There's so many bands that could be there, but like my other 4 are Blink-182, The Wonder Years, Say Anything, and the Beatles. Like I'm a huge Beatles fan, and I think anyone who says they're not a Beatles fan is a liar. And I would sit down with anyone and convert them because that band. There's so much that wouldn't exist in today's music if it wasn't
true.
for the Beatles.
Yeah,
Even
it's very
attitude,
true.
though. Even like America had Elvis Presley, who acted like he was some badass of rock and roll. And I don't get me wrong, Elvis is cool, love Elvis, but like he was in front of the media, he was a good boy. He was the ladies' man. Like he was all so wonderful and polite and that. And the Beatles came along, and I don't know if you've ever seen this. When the Beatles first came to America. And like they just couldn't be asked to do interviews, but they got stopped at the airport. Has anyone seen this?
I've heard about
So
it.
they get off, and the first thing they start doing is, "Oh, so which one of the Beatles are you?" And he's like, "I'm Harvey," and it's like, and like, what are you going to do now that you're in America? I'm going to go get a haircut. And it was like, giving the press, and the press didn't know what to do with that because they'd never seen this attitude that like these 4 young lads from Liverpool, England, were like giving them. And I just think that was like such a defining moment for rock and roll. Not the music. The music's amazing. But the attitude and like being able to be a bit of a dick without being a dick. Like even the Rooftop show. The Rooftop show was them basically going, we've been told we're not allowed to do this, so we're just going to do it anyway. And at the time, people just weren't used to doing it, like fucking off to like the Middle East and just taking a load of shrooms and writing the Sgt. Pepper album. I mean, come on, like that is iconic in itself. But it did lead us to Yoko Ono, so swings and roundabouts. But I just I just fucking love the Beatles. I don't even know how we got onto the Beatles, but I'm glad we did, just because I love them. But yeah, one of my favourite videos is when Ozzy Osbourne and Paul McCartney meet for the first time. I absolutely love that video. Has anyone seen that?
Yeah, because Ozzy's such a huge fan of him, and they're like, well, we're fans of each other. Like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, because he'd never met them. That's the crazy thing. Ozzy Osbourne had never met Paul McCartney. And he was
a fan since he was a kid, he said. The Beatles were one of Ozzy's favorite bands.
Ozzy's taste in music was incredible. Like the guy was into although he was like the king of metal, and he's just an absolute Dark Lord hero. He still had a really big pop sensibility with his music, which is why Sabbath was so big and why his solo stuff was so good. And till the day he died, he was just still releasing bangers.
Legend, absolute legend.
Do you hear the track he did with Post Malone? It's insane.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, yeah, so good, so good. I just think that again, the Beatles have created so much wholesome music. Like I say, Grimlaw has just said such a wholesome moment in music, and it really is. If you get a chance as well, watch the. Yeah, I know you got to put up with James Corden to watch it, but watch Paul McCartney's Carpool Karaoke to see Paul McCartney as himself, and you will fall in love with that man. He's incredible. He really, really is. Anyway, shout out to the Beatles, little band from Liverpool that no one's heard of. Right, 2 tracks to go then. This is Desert Kites with Summer Light. Hey, watch Yoko Ono cover Katy Perry's Fireworks and come back to me. Seriously. How did I manage to segue into the most Beatles sounding band on the lineup
just
tonight?
Gonna say that.
Oh my god!
It's like you had a sixth sense and it just worked.
Grimlord, I give you full permission to turn our stream off right now and type in Yoko Ono, Katy Perry's Fireworks cover. Come back to me. Just seriously, on a serious note, just it's something.
Has been revived. Dividing line gets ever wide. How can we let this be? Oh, wanna leave it all behind. But running out of time. What future can we find? Unless we change our mind.
It's almost like the Beatles meets the Verve.
Yeah.
Or like the Stone Roses in a little bit in places as well.
California, it's on fire. It's burning like a funeral pyre for American dreams.
It's even Beatles-esque on the lyrics, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're out of luck. The rising tide has got us stuck between the rocks and the deep.
We've just wait to see what we've learned is desert kites take shrooms.
Is fading fast. Our innocence, it couldn't last. We had to let it go.
That was. I didn't mean to segue that, by the way. I promise. Like that was crazy that happened.
Ben,
but
you can predict the future.
I can. It's one of my many skills. That and doing accents are the two skills I have in life. I'm not very good at either of them. But no, I did. I genuinely don't know how yeah. But what a song. Like, it's very Beatles-esque. Lyrically, the melody, the structure of the song felt very, like, almost like a McCartney written, whatever the word is, like Beatles track. Wouldn't have been out of place on a Wings album. Like, really, really cool. And yeah, I just think that it's a sound that not many bands are exploring at the moment. So they've got a really good hold on that kind of part of the market, and they've got a really bright future. I'm curious though. This weird thought went through my head was, I wonder if you do film a graveyard like that. Do you have is there any do you have to get any permission, to show any of the graves? Like, what do you think? Only because they obviously they recycled a few graves over and over and over again. And I was like, I wonder if you could because I'd have just gone round and shot the whole graveyard and just Or is that how much they got before someone ran after him, going, "Oi, stop filming my dead relative"?
I mean, I feel like it's a public area, right? So you should be able to.
Yeah.
Graveyard, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Jeff, what did you say? Sorry.
I said they didn't have the budget for the whole graveyard. They just had a little bit of a budget for some, just reuse that clip over and over again.
Yeah. You're allowed one little clip. They said it's for me. It's in Dundee, called the Hoff. I did it. It's in the city centre. That's mad. I was just curious. I'm just curious if whether or not you were allowed to just go around and just shoot a load of graves. In where I used to live, there was a pirate grave, legit pirate's grave. and they tried to cover it up by putting like loads of bushes over it. But we used to get really like we just get high basically and just go and find the pirate grave, and you'd have to get under the bush to find it, but you could see it, and it had like skull and crossbones on it and everything. Well, cool, so
that's
cool.
Pretty cool.
But yeah, Jeff, what did you think to this track?
I liked it. It gave me more of an I get the Beatle-esque part of it. It was Oasis-like. I did some. One of you guys said Stone Roses. I had that same feel at first too. Great melody. It's fun. Another one that kind of grew on me over time. Don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, it wasn't like a banger for me, but nothing negative to say.
Weren't Oasis just the Beatles of the 90s?
Right.
According to Noel and Liam, they were.
True.
I do like Oasis. There's nothing against Oasis. Please don't kill me, Liam and Noel Gallagher. Kid's been mean about Oasis. Never wrote a good song in his life. Anyway, all the shit they give people online is so funny. If you ever get a chance, just read it. Especially Liam. Like, he's such a fucking shit stirrer. Chris, what did you think?
It was a great song, really chill vibe. Now, Ben, you have me curious as to whether or not you can film in a graveyard. Like, it's going to be on my mind for the rest of the night. I really liked the vocals. His vocal layers and the harmonies that he was doing were really cool. And I thought it was a very clever use of guitar effects. Like, he had like the phaser going on in the chorus, and it was kind of bouncing back and forth with a little tremolo. So the guitar work was really, it was very thoughtful. You know, like someone really put a lot of time into it. I think overall it's an excellent song.
Yeah. Sanjaro Manav says, I miss who I was before Ben made us listen to Yoko singing Fireworks. Yeah, you're welcome. Chris, Jeff, you ever heard it?
I have not.
So basically the instrumental kicks in and you just have Yoko Ono going, eee!
Yeah.
Eee!
And he's not kidding.
For like 3.5 minutes. And it's at some art exhibition in front of a crowd of people. And these absolute rich cunts are just stood there, just going, oh, bravo, Yoko, bravo, like as if it's like really fucking good. And like, yeah, and the whole thing, you can hear the instrumental. She's obviously karaoke'd it as well, which makes it even worse. Yeah. Like, it's got like the fireworks instrumental and it's all in tune, and she's just like, eee! And I'm like, John Lennon cheated on his wife with that. Like, you know,
she's the voice of a generation.
Oh, God. The thing is, what's even worse is I remember a few years back at Glastonbury, she played Glastonbury, and I was like, there's no way she's like that. And she comes on stage, full band, they kick in, they're fucking amazing. She's got a brass section. It's all really pretty. Yoko Ono's like, ah! And I'm like, what is going on? Like, and if you ask her about it, she's just like, well, art is subjective, you know, or he says it in she probably goes, art is subjective! Or something, I don't know. She's just a fucking travesty as a performer. Yeah, Danny, what did you think to the track?
Yeah, it's definitely Beatles-esque, but I also got a little bit of the Kinks in places. It's definitely giving a lot of nostalgia. I thought the harmony layers were really well built. Some really cool effects on the guitars too, and the production overall has that kind of old school feel to it, where it's not overly polished. It's kind of like a modern classic. So yeah, cool.
Also, shout out to Grimlord, who has not come back from listening to the Yoko Ono track. So I have a funny feeling it was like a whole, like, The Ring situation, and he played it, and Yoko Ono came out of the screen and killed him.
Just, like, completely ruined his night.
No, basically, Yoko Ono crawled out the screen and then married him and made him leave Haunter, and, like, yeah, now he has to listen to her, and everything that he does, including wiping his ass, he needs her permission. But yeah. Rusty Squirrel, says the Kinks are better than the Beatles. That's a shout. The Kinks are amazing as well, but I can't get on that side of the fence. I just can't. Jeff's my man.
The Beatles are timeless, you know. It's kind of hard to, you know, people are going to be listening to the Beatles forever.
Yeah. And like, Kinks should always stay in the bedroom.
You know how most people have a filter? Ben doesn't have one, so he just comes out with anything. Yeah, literally
anything. It's what the show is, basically. Half the show is just me just saying random shit that, like, afterwards I get a phone call from Danny going, you probably shouldn't have said that, Ben. But
Yeah, if we don't at the moment, but if we did have one of those like PR media people on the side, they'd literally be like this the whole time.
Well, we have it.
Pulling their hair out.
We have an agent and we have a special guest coordinator, and they
Yeah.
both don't tell me that I can't do it. So shut up,
That's
Danny.
true.
Yeah, you're just mad because you don't think of really funny things to say. That doesn't matter if
Because
anyone
I
else
have a
thinks
filter.
it doesn't matter if anyone else thinks it's funny. I think it's funny. Anyway, we've got one more track for you today. So last but not least, and then with the voting, we'll start for track of the week. So last but not least, we have Mass Fear with Erase My Mind.
Sonia said he got cursed.
Oh, Grindlord came back and said Yoko would be great in a grindcore band.
Holding back. This love was corrupt. You dug the grave and you dressed it up. You want the thrill. Enough is saying goodbye is complicated. I'd rather die than have to face
Jeff, Chris, you guys are fucked on picking track of the week. Your industry bitch, I say.
They've all been bangers.
Yeah.
I'm lost, I'm giving up. My heart's turned to dust. No more holding back. Just bitter love. Erase my mind. Forget what's left behind. These dying times, I see it in your eyes. I see it in saying goodbye is complicated.
Hey, did I see Hypersloth in the chat earlier?
Saying goodbye is
Hypersloth said, what about me? I just wanted to say hey. I thought I saw you in the chat and I just wanted to say hey and hope you had a good rest of your day at work and I love you. That's my better half. But so let's go into Mass Fear because that was a fucking solid way to end this set. Like,
Yeah.
what a song. What a song.
Huge.
I'm trying to think who it reminded me of because there's a few bands that came to mind and I want to see if any of you got them. But just, it almost had at times a little bit on the vocals, a little bit Buddy Nelson from Senses Fail. And there was someone else that I can't put my finger on, but he has such a fucking good voice. Again, like when you hear someone that's able to do harsh and clean so seamlessly, It gets my dick hard. It's so good. I love it. I love to hear it. I just, yeah. Massive shout out to these guys. Huge
Brilliant.
chorus. Video is awesome as well. Chris, what did you think?
So now I'm going to be biased. I'm watching this video and I go, man, it really looks like my friend Luke playing drums, and it definitely is. So that's awesome. It's sick. I'm going to say nothing but really good things here. Huge production though, for real. Huge production. The singer's excellent. The chorus was catchy. I mean, that's one that can get stuck in your head, you know, all day. I really love the track, and I love you, Luke.
I love you, Luke. We love you, Luke.
Yeah, we
You
all
should
love
get
you.
like a Luke should
We
get
love
a.
you.
There we go. But what a band! Like, how are these guys not fucking huge as well? Like, there's something wrong with the world when you got a band like this that isn't out there playing big fucking, 2,000 cap rooms, 800 cap rooms as well for Jeff. You've got to get them down at your place.
Yeah, I love Luke too, man. That was I don't know Luke, but I love Luke. That was a great drum mix. I love the tone. Singer was great, catchy. Yeah, it's all around. That's a winner for me right there. It's going to be a really hard pick here. Who our top three are today. It's just crazy. I love that song though.
Basically, you two are fucked is the best way to put it. What we will do though is we will let the audience do track of the week first, because that way you're not allowed to pick who they pick as track of the week, and the reason for that is both track of the week and industry pick go forward to our track of the month stream, where me and Danny give away about $2,000 worth of like band goodies and services. So we want two bands to go forward to it. So that might take one of the bands out of the equation for you, which would be good. But before we do that, Danny, can I have your final word of the final track of the evening?
Yeah, I thought that was awesome. I got like almost a Sleeping with Sirens-esque kind of vibe to them. The chorus absolutely soars into the stratosphere. Like, it was huge. It's got this real like Octane FM kind of radio rock chorus to it, which I think makes it super catchy. You could easily put these into the same bracket as like Sleep Theory, Pierce the Veil.
Pierce the
other
Veil's a
bands
shout.
within that.
Yeah, really big shout. Sorry. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like that.
they'd kill it. They'd kill it. They really would.
Pierce the Veil, but they actually.
No.
They're like Pierce the Veil if Pierce the Veil wrote catchy music, because I've never been able to get into Pierce the Veil like properly. Like, I just think that Pierce the Veil, it bores me a little bit, but this doesn't. This is like Pierce the Veil if the music was actually decent, to me anyway, personally. No shame, Pierce the Veil.
Subjective.
I mean,
subjective.
Yeah, of course. Pierce the Veil, like, they peaked at fucking King for a Day, and they needed like Sleeping with Sirens to help to do that. For me, anyway.
King for a Day was sick though. You have to.
Yeah, it's a fucking good song. That's incredible. But like, they needed another band to come in to make that. And I also love, and there's a really rare, like not rare, but like it's like a B-side from Pierce the Veil from like years ago called "She Makes Dirty Words Sound Pretty," I think it's called, or "She Makes Dirty Words Sound Beautiful." It's like an acoustic-y track, and I love that.
Yeah.
And I used to do vocal warm-ups to that, so I can't say, but I just, when people sit there and go how big they are and how much they love this song and that song, I listen to it and I'm like, I can't get into that, but this is something that I fucking dig. So yeah, shout out Massphere. Right, so I'm just going to move us over to the other page, guys, because the TV screen now shows, and sorry Jeff and Chris, you won't see this, but I'll read it all out. The TV screen now shows semi-final 1 and semi-final 2, so everything's been randomly put into a semi-final 1 and a semi-final 2. You are going to have a minute to vote on each round. Danny, will you explain the rules really quickly?
Yes, absolutely. So please do not vote more than 10 times, because if you do, then your votes will be null and void. So
that's
only
per
got
round
10...
as well, guys.
Yeah, per round. So please don't go over, because otherwise we got to deduct them, and then Ben has to do maths, and it's just not fun for anybody. So 10.
10 times. So semi-final 1 is between Midland Railway, Lilac and Lotus, Forever Autumn, Massphere and Space Weather. I instantly look at that semi-final and go, that's not fair, until I read semi-final 2 and then see that it's between Haunter, Desert Kites, The Fiction We Create, Vacant Voice and Sangromantics, and I'm like, not fair.
That's not fair.
Yeah. So I'm just going to move back to the other page, so you guys got a bit of backing music as well. So, as I said, semi-final 1. I need to go back to the other page, guys. That's my fault. I missed somebody. I'm so sorry. Who did I miss? That's fucking bizarre. Sorry, I did. It's when I was spelling on my other screen, Danny. I'm multitasking now. I'm multitasking.
fair.
Semi-final one between Midland Railway, Lilac and Lotus, Forever Autumn, Space Weather and Massphere. You're going to have 1 minute to vote. You cannot vote more than 10 times. Danny, did you want to put something in group chats really quickly just before I start? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. I'll just put that in the chat actually rather than...
Cool. Just as quick as you can. Let me know when you're done. This is where it gets really tense, because what we do, Chris and Jeff, is me and Danny know how this structure works, so we end up going really quiet, which may seem like there's nothing going on, but they've all got really nice background music and they're all voting, so nobody gives a shit. But yeah, what?
And it's quite transfixing watching it as well, because it's
I'll do it, Danny. Yeah, I'll do what
Yeah.
I said. Yeah, I'll do it. What I said. Group chats, you know.
Wait. Oh, the group chat. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant on Twitch. Let's have a look.
Shout out to the one person who has left the group chat with all the bands in, by the way, before we've even finished stream. Shout out, Mark. Sorry. There we go. Are you happy now? I've done it.
Yes.
But yeah, so semi-final one between Midland Railway, Lilac and Lotus, Forever Autumn, Space Weather and Massphere. You're going to have 1 minute to vote. That poll starts now. It will appear on your chat. It will say new poll, semi-final one. Please do not vote more than 10 times, as I say, because if you do, your votes for that round will be null and void. Everyone's points start at 0 for each round as well. I can see right now we have votes coming in for all bands as well, which is really, really good. So yeah, just make sure you're getting those votes in. Top 2 bands go through to the final. So we'll have a final of 4. And I say the winning band, who is our track of the week, goes forward to our track of the month stream, which is happening next Tuesday as well. No, it's not. Is it next? Yeah, it's next Tuesday, Danny.
Is it next Tuesday? It's the first week, isn't it?
Yeah, so it'll be so next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, get those votes in. You have about 10 seconds now for this round. Yeah. Someone, again, if one band's run away with it, someone might have got over 10 times, so you never know. Which they haven't, which is fine. So going through to the final then, we've got Lilac and Lotus and Forever Autumn. Danny, will you take over quickly while I set up semi-final 2?
Yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to ask you both, what would be one biggest piece of industry advice that either of you would, or both of you would like to pass along to all of the artists that we've heard this evening? If you could just give them one, what would that be?
Chris, do you want to go first or should I?
You can go first, Jeff.
My one piece would be it may seem like it's a vast world out there, but it is a very small world in the music world. So be good to everyone, treat people with respect and kindness, because I guarantee you're going to see those people down the road somewhere. And so be good to everyone, treat everyone as your equal, be kind to everyone. You don't know what kind of day people are having. And especially out on the road, just be kind to one another, because you're going to see those people again. I see the same tour managers, 3-4 times a year with different acts come through my place, merch people, guitar techs, heck, even musicians in multiple projects. So, I remember the ones that treat my staff well and respectful, and I remember the ones that don't. I had a really bad merch guy a couple of days ago that was just an asshole to everyone, and we're going to remember who he is.
Yeah. Before we get Chris's, I'm just going to start semi-final 2. So that is semi-final 2 between Haunter, Desert Kites, The Fiction We Create, Vacant Voice, and Sangromantics. You're going to have 1 minute again, guys. That vote starts now. Do not vote more than 10 times, or your votes will be null and void. Hypersloth just said, I love that advice, Jeff. Just be nice to everyone. It's weird.
Yeah,
Me and
don't
Danny
be a
were
dick.
literally talking about this earlier today. And I was talking to our label as well about it, and I was like, just be good to the people that, when they're on, be good to everyone when you're on the way up, because when you're on the way back down, they'll remember you.
You'll meet all the same people.
Yeah,
Just don't be a
100%.
dick, guys. And Chris, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, first off, Jeff is 100% right, everything that he said, and that was kind of my answer where I was going towards it too. Is just we always say in my band, be a good hang. And by that, it's like, just be cool, be someone that people want to be around for extended periods of time. Just don't try not to be too negative, climbing your way up, starting from the bottom and climbing your way up, it is very much more valuable for you to be just easy to get along with. Sometimes it's more valuable than even how talented you are at music itself. So just be a cool hang, get out there, have fun, and do it,
Definitely.
Totally agree. I totally agree with that. I think, I mean, we've met some super talented people who were not very nice people, and you don't want to be around that kind of energy. But talent is something that you can build on, and if you're genuinely a nice human being, people will want to be around you. So don't be a dick, guys.
Well, I mean, just the music industry as a whole is pretty challenging, so why make it harder? Just be cool.
Exactly.
I 100% agree with that. Right, so going through to the final, top two bands were, and it was close between second and third here. There was actually, looks like 2 votes between it. Going through then is Haunter and Sangromantics. So the final 4 track of the week is between, and I'm just going to set myself up because I know how I get if I'm not, we've got Lilac and Lotus, Forever Autumn, Haunter and Sangromantics. This is the one that counts then. So Danny, just explain the rule one more time just to give you a chance to set this up.
Please do not vote more than 10 times or all your votes will be null and void. And just before we do get into that, I wanted to ask you both, based on your experience
I'm ready to set up. This is a good question for after I'm set. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So track of the week between Lilac and Lotus, Forever Autumn, Haunter and Sangromantics. You've got 1 minute. The vote starts now. Do not vote more than 10 times or your votes will be null and void. Go on, Danny. Fire away with your question.
So this is an all-important question for you both. Based on your experience joining us tonight, would you like to come back and join us again?
100.
Yeah, definitely.
It was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you guys are great.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That was mainly to you, Danny. Like, fucking Ben. He needs to shut up. I know. I get, like, we talk about this all the time. I am so fucking ADHD on this thing, but I love it. Like, I love doing what we do. I love being able to, like, showcase new artists. I love being able to hang out with people like you, Chris, and you, Jeff. Like, you guys are fucking amazing. We're gonna have you both back for your own shows as well. But this has been you've been the best guinea pigs as well. Like, neither of you weed on the carpet. Like, neither of you have, like, you've not begged us for food or anything. You've just been amazing. So, but yeah. Hypersloth's comment there said, talented arse hats are still arse hats. Kindness is free and easy. I fucking love that.
True.
So I can see that. No, nobody went over. Yes, they did. Did they? Yeah, they did.
Oh, by how much?
A lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it does change things. I will tell you right now that Forever Autumn, because of that, will not be track of the week. Okay. I know it shows it on the screen, but someone has voted 27 times. So 7 over. No, hang on, 17 times. I can't maths. Maths is a strong point today. 17 times. So those points do need to be removed. This is as it stands then with those points on there. So in 4th place, we had Sangromantics. By the way, all 4 of these bands, plus the industry pick, there'll be a track of the week, a 5 bands you need to hear video that will go out on all our socials, along with some of our partners in like Everforward and stuff as well over the weekend. And all 4 of these bands will be on there, along with Chris and Jeff's industry pick. If their industry pick is also in the top 4, the industry pick for Monday stream will go on it as well. So Sangromantics came 4th. 3rd place, we had Forever Autumn. 2nd place, we had Haunter. And first, our track of the week goes to Lilac and Lotus. So... Sorry, I just love doing that.
Well done,
but
guys.
before we let everyone go, Chris and Jeff, talk to me. I don't know. Give me your top 2, both of you, and let's see if the stars align.
Well, my top 2, Lilac and Lotus was my number 1, and Sangromatics was my number 2. So if it can't be Lilac and Lotus, then it's Sangromatics for me.
Chris?
I have Sanguine and Mass Fear in my top 2.
I feel like you've got to give it Sagromantics purely because you both picked
You're
them in
both-
the top 2.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that works really well. And I feel awful saying this because I'm like, well, you know Mass Fear, so you know, I'm shaking. I do it all the time though. I'm like, it's really difficult. Like when you know a band as well, that song was fucking insane, and I think we're all
It
going to be
was,
jamming
yeah.
out to that track. But yeah,
And
so
I
what-
think it's fair to say that after tonight's show as well, a lot of really cool connections have been made, and you know, who knows
Yeah.
what happens.
I met Danny. Hi, Danny.
Hi.
Yeah, see. But yeah, so Sangromantics will be our industry pick, and Lilac and Lotus are our track of the week. Both bands will join us again on Tuesday for our track of the month stream, where I say me and Danny give away up to $2,000, about £1,500, $2,000 worth of band goodies and services for one band. Be there to get involved in that on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Before that, though, we are joined. We had Kevin on, didn't we? With Kevin Lyman on. And I know we're bragging about this. We're name dropping because we don't give a shit because we loved having Kevin Lyman on. And I thought,
was amazing.
you know, I feel like I'm going to do the Step Brothers thing. You know, you've had Kevin Lyman on and you're like, you know, we've had the old bull. What if we want the young calf? So on Monday, we are joined by Sierra Lyman, who is part of the family and is just literally part of the family and is responsible. She manages like Avril Lavigne and a whole bunch of artists that I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to say because Danny told me somebody earlier that is not common knowledge and I was like, that's fucking amazing.
I'd err on the side of caution, but yeah, she looks after some
really
incredible
big
artists.
like the family themselves look after like All Time Low and stuff like that as well, don't they? They look after some big ass bands. And,
yeah.
She's literally Avril Lavigne's manager, and so we can literally all ask her, like, how many times has Avril Lavigne been replaced by a robot? Look it up online if you don't believe me. One of my favourite weird conspiracy theories. Chris and Jeff, you've been absolutely amazing. Guys, congratulations to Lilac and Lotus Track of the Week and to Sangorantis for being an industry pick. You've all been amazing. We'll see you next week. Have a good weekend. Peace.
Cheers, guys.